Hey everyone, I'm Norrelle Dickson alongside the rest of the D210 crew, Kristen and Earl. Now, after all the dust has settled, the picks are in, the Dallas Mavericks can announce they have a new member to their squad, Shane Larkin. Now, Earl, you've watched this guy at the Combine. Tell us about him.
I love this kid. First of all, his pedigree, when you look at Barry Larkin's son, Hall of Fame baseball player. But when I watched him at the Combine, he stood out. I mean, he stands 5'11" with shoes on, but 44-inch max vertical. He had the fastest shuttle times. He had a 36 standing vertical. This kid is an athlete, ACC Player of the Year, second team All-American. He's a stud at the point guard position, and he's an athlete. He can get wherever he wants to get on the court. And the name that kept coming up, J.J. Barea, the pick and roll. The Mavs, they were horrible in the pick and roll settings, whether it's pick and pop with Dirk or whether you're going to get a big man in free agency, which we'll get to eventually. You're going to need someone who can come off that screen, create his own shot, and create shots for others. I love this pick.
Coach Carlisle said he really likes the speed that Larkin brings. Where do you see him fitting into the Mavericks lineup?
Well, right now, if you listen to Rick Carlisle and Donnie Nelson, they see him as a third point guard. Well, he's the only point guard on the team now because they just moved Jared Cunningham. So if he's the third point guard, you're going to have to bring some veterans in and kind of groom him. He was only a sophomore, so there's plenty of time to groom him and bring him along. But the fact that he can get wherever he wants in the point guard position off the pick and roll, you're going to need him on the court eventually. And like I said, his athleticism stands out. You'll definitely see him at some point competing for playing time.
So Earl likes the pick that the Mavericks got. They also made a lot of trades and were very, very active, which freed up a lot of cap space. And now free agency starts July 1st. So with all those trades and everything that went on tonight, doesn't it seem like the Mavericks are making enough cap room to go after a big superstar in free agency?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're really trying to. I mean, Dwight Howard's been the name that's been dropped around the most, and I think they're getting close. Right now, I think they freed up a little bit over $1 million. They have a little over $2 million to go. I think to reach that max salary, the first year salary, I think it's a little $20 million salary that they're trying to reach to get a player like Dwight Howard. They need a little over $2 million more to go, and they're not afraid. They're not afraid to trade guys, and they're not afraid to free up some of that money. I don't think they're going to trade our new pick. I think they're going to keep Shane Larkin. They said he's someone that we're going to keep, and we'll find money elsewhere. And they certainly weren't hesitant to do that. I think Donnie Nelson was really confident in the fact that they have money, and they're going to go after these big name players in free agency come next week.
Well, opportunistic has always been the word for the Mavericks since the beginning of this draft. So they take some opportunistic ideas into free agency, and like head coach Rick Carlisle said it at the end of his press conference, stay tuned. Keep watching D210 television.